Hello, Year 11. Welcome to week 6 answers of your Literature Recall Challenge. Well done for keeping up so far. Here are the answers then. So, who was speaking in A Christmas Carol? You Don't Believe in Me was the ghost of Jacob Marley, of course. These are but shadows of the things that have been, of course, was the ghost of Christmas Past, and Come In and Know Me Better Man was the jolly ghost of Christmas Present. Then, Find and Fix the Mistakes of Romeo and Juliet. It is the East and Juliet is the sun is of course a metaphor, not a simile. Romeo and Juliet, not quite a comedy, it's a tragedy. And then Tybalt is Juliet's cousin, not her uncle. Mercutio is a character who cries a plague on both your houses. And Benvolio says he will make Romeo's swan, who is Rosaline, look like a crow, not a raven. Then 3 adjectives you could have given to describe Sheila, and of course you may have different adjectives. You can just see whether or not yours are similar to the ones that I've got. At the beginning, you may have described Sheila as being young, attractive. Those are actually given, I think, at the play in the play stage directions. You may have her as being slightly naive, being quite sheltered in the upbringing that she's had. Throughout the play, she's quite intuitive, she's observant, she's very instinctive. She listens most of all the characters to the inspector, and she's the one who learned most from the inspector. At the end, could be described as being despondent. She feels like her parents aren't learning the lesson that they should be learning, and Gerald to an extent as well. And at the end, you could say that she's also quite compassionate. Then characters who are shown a photograph of Eva or Daisy are Gerald, Mrs. Burling and Sheila. Sorry for the typing error there. I'll try and change it. Comments Mr. Burling makes which are proved wrong by history. The Titanic is unsinkable, of course, it sank. And then he claims the Kaiser doesn't want war and it will never happen. And that's just before World War I starts, of course. And he also claims the world will forget about capitalism versus socialism. And then, of course, the Cold War began in 1945. Reasons Mrs. Burling gives for denying Eva charitable aid. She uses the name Mrs. Burling because, of course, she's carrying Eric's child. Mrs. Burling thought she was lying, and she was unmarried and pregnant, which was greatly frowned upon in those days. Okay, so well done if you got any of those. If you didn't, of course, try and get them down, add them to your exercise book, try and learn from those, and week 7 will be coming up.